All right, my friends, you are looking at another special edition of Political Point Magazine. Okay. And we shall get this show on the road here. All right. Now, okay, first. You are watching Political Point Magazine. Where the right is right and the left, well, the left is always on the wrong side of history. Yes. Why? Because political minds want to know. So enjoy a conservative point of view. And we have our special edition Political Point Magazine tonight. What happened to America and the rest of the world? Yes. On this tonight's special edition, Political Point, our top stories tonight, we will talk about why Obama's policies are a disaster, and what happened in Iraq, and the IRS gets a grilling at the IRS hearings. It's time the agency broke the law, and it's time to abolish the IRS. Abolish the IRS, that's right. And Democrats cheating in the primaries by crossing over in the Republican primary. We will tell you about that. And also, the U.S. Supreme Court has handed down a victory for the American people. We will tell you about that. And the GOP is a bigger and better tent party right now. And also, the economy shrank in the first quarter. But we will talk about all of this and more with me, your humble host, on tonight's special edition Political Point Magazine. All right, welcome, my friends. Welcome. All right, welcome tonight on this special edition Political Point Magazine. All right, I am your humble host, William Mitro, again. And tonight, my friends, we are talking tonight on a certain topic here. All right, why Obama's policies? First off, okay, but this is our special edition Political Point Magazine, and every once in a while in the episode tonight, we will put up our graphic of what happened to America and the rest of the world. All right, so my friends, that is our special edition tonight. And first, beginning tonight, we are going to talk about the stasis of the American economy. Yep, that's right. The stasis of the American economy. Because, my friends, it has declined. America is in decline. That's right. And it's because of Obama's policies. Okay, first off, number one, let's talk about the economy here. All right, the economy shrank by 2.9% in the first quarter, and it seems to me that liberals and Democrats are always on the wrong side of history on this, because Obama's policies have not strengthened the economy. We are not the America that we are supposed to be. All right, in this, okay, and the economy now is has shrunk. It's just surprising, and we warned, we conservatives, my friend, mind you, warned that something like this might happen if Barack Obama was elected president. Okay, we conservative talk show pundits and radio show hosts, we conservatives knew that this was going to happen if Obama became president, okay, and then got reelected, all right, unanimously. It just strikes me as odd that the number one person in the 2012 election that was supposed to save us, was Mitt Romney, okay? And let me show you things, okay, on the economy, okay? Now, okay, so let me show you things that are just not out of the ordinary, but okay, if Romney was elected in 2012 and about the same time this year, okay, at the same time, about the same time in 2012 in the summertime, polls were showing that Romney was actually in the lead. Okay, Romney was ahead of Obama. Okay, and I'm gonna show you these. Okay, so it's as if we just, okay, whoops. Okay, so let me talk to you about why Romney should have been elected, and in the summer of 2012, polls were showing that Romney was actually the more trustworthy of the two, between Barack Obama and Romney. Okay, now the one when asked, okay, when asked who would do the best job of improving the economy, Romney won 39% versus Obama's 39%. So 49% versus Obama's 39%. All right. So when asked who would do a better job of creating jobs, Romney 50% and Obama 38%. All right. Now, and when asked who would do the best job of strengthening Medicare, Romney, Obama got 44% versus Romney's 42%. But on the economy, on plans and stuff like that, okay, Romney was ahead of Obama, okay, this was in the middle of the summer, okay, in August, in the middle of the summer of 2012, okay, Romney was ahead, okay. Now while Medicare was important, okay, it was not a major factor, but when asked which is more important, protecting and strengthening Medicare or improving the economy and creating jobs, the economy was by far the most important issue, 67% to 18%. All right. Now, comparing Medicare plans without explaining them, okay, voters back then broke broke even, with 41% favoring Obama's plan and 42% backing Romney's plan. Okay, now, but but you see, whose plan do you, when asked, whose plan do you agree with more? Okay, Obama, who would save, or supposedly he stole um who Obama's plan, or Romney's plan. Okay, Romney's plan got 53%, and Obama's plan got 38%. Okay, again, this was back in the summer of 2012. Okay, now, um, now President Obama's health care law is another drag on the economy. All right, and when asked about sets up a board a broad issue a board to issue guidelines. Okay, so President Obama's health care law sets up a board, to the IPAP, to issue guidelines and instructions to doctors and hospitals on what procedures, medications, and treatments to use for each illness. People were asked, do you agree with or disagree with this aspect of Obama's legislation? 33% agreed and 61% disagreed. All right. And then, okay, after argumentation, okay, disagreement with Obama's Medicare cuts because became even sharper. Okay, now, because they disagreed with that. But anyhow, Romney was ahead in the polls in the middle of the summer of 2012. Okay, and all of this over the economy. All right, and it just strikes me as odd that people would reelect Barack Obama, and it's just this whole issue, this whole thing is just why Obama's policies are a disaster. All right, now let's start in with Iraq. Okay, why Obama's policies are a disaster. Okay, now first off, okay, on Iraq here, all right, of which, okay, we all know that Iraq is all just crumbling down, and now Obama has put in Obama has sent troops and on the ground supposedly to advise. Okay, supposedly to advise. Yeah. Now, like, I believe this. Okay, so let's take you to Iraq. All right, and how things are going with this. Okay, this is first off. Okay, with Iraq. Okay, now people are just so out of touch with with the way things have been going, and why things in like such as Iraq have gone haywire. All right, and it's just so with Iraq here, okay, with Iraq we see that that the situation is critical, and everything now as crumbling down, and it strikes me as odd that liberals nowadays they have struck down the idea that we should not have gone to Iraq in the first place. So, but keeping and bearing in mind here, this is what Obama said. Okay, now starting with now this is why Iraq is in chaos here. Okay, with what Obama said before. Okay, now back in 2011, before he took the troop when he took the troops out. Okay, now and it all starts with this. Okay, it all starts with this. Take a listen.
You said that the war was ended in Iraq.
Yeah.
You said Al Qaeda was decimated. You said it was stable.
It was, but just because something's stable 2 years ago or 4 years ago doesn't mean that it's stable right now.
And
Okay, well, yeah, well, I don't know if I buy that, because you know what, sure, it all rides on the heels of Maliki, right? Okay.
fire under them to create a new unity government before.
Okay, wait. Now it all starts with on the heels with of al-Maliki and what he did. All right. Now the al-Maliki government now has faltered, and it appears that we can't really have a solution.
Sunni and Kurdish.
Okay. We can't really have a solution here because the whole government now has basically surrendered to the ISIS terrorists. Okay, and these terrorists are inspired by Al Qaeda. All right, so but it all rides on the heels of this man right here. Okay, and so we left and installed after Saddam Hussein. Okay, after Saddam Hussein, we left and installed a democratically elected government in there, which is headed by this man, okay, Premier al-Maliki, and it appears that this man has just been an ostrich on keeping his country stable. Okay, but the other thing is, when we moved out of Iraq in 2011, okay, because Obama felt that that Afghanistan was the war that we needed to be in. All right, when we moved out, okay, this is why. Okay, and this is why the Obama's foreign policy is such a disaster. Okay, such a disaster, because when we moved out and went to Afghanistan, as Obama has suggested here. All right, when we moved out and went to Afghanistan, Iraq, the terrorists moved back in. So this is what's happening here. Okay, and Obama doesn't take credibility for that. Okay, it's in no way, shape, or form his fault. No, in no way, shape, or form. He seems to think that all of this rides on the heels of the Iraqi government. Okay, he seems to think. Okay, and
Commander-in-Chief.
There's no amount of American firepower that's going to be able to hold the country together, and I've made that very clear to Mr. Maliki and all the other leadership inside of Iraq.
Well, Iraq now in chaos, and now and the whole foreign policy is now backwards. Okay, it's stupid. Okay, now people are so confused about what really went on, and why President Bush went into Iraq. All right, now keep in mind that we live in a post 9/11 world. Okay, yes, we live in a post 9/11 world. All right, and it's all. Okay, it's all, and I talk to people about this, okay, and the liberals always say, if we hadn't gone into Iraq, none of this would have happened, okay, and so none of this would have happened, okay, and they make a fuss over oh, we should have left well enough alone, okay, and we should have just left Saddam Hussein to but questions linger over whether or not Saddam Hussein, okay, would have kept the Iraqi government stable, because he was actually in league with the terrorists. Yeah, that's right, my friends. He was actually in league with the terrorists. All right, and let me tell you why. All right, and now the 9/11 Commission. Okay, the 9/11 Commission.
Terrorist Abu Musab.
Okay, but the 9/11 Commission was trying to find links between Iraq and between Saddam Hussein and 9/11, right? But that wasn't a good strategy, okay, to begin with, okay? So, but this man, okay, the actual links, what they should have been looking for was links between Saddam and Al Qaeda. All right, and now when Saddam was president there, and this is exactly what happened after 9/11 when we retaliated in 2001. Okay, after we retaliated and we went into Afghanistan, there was a terrorist by the name of Abu Musab al-Zakari.